What's up, guys? It's Rob here, and today we have to talk about SmileDirectClub or SDC stock because a lot of people on Reddit are interested in this one, but it is down about 20% today. We've got a lot to talk about with it. So, obviously, you can see we had a massive red bar come earnings, right? We had an earnings miss. We're going to cover that in just a second. We also had some analyst downgrades, but that has led to us falling from prices of around $5.24 all the way down. Now we're around $4, right? We ended up using $4 as support. So people are very curious. Are we going to go lower? Are we going to go higher? Are we going to stay here? What's going on with SDC stock? Because if you look back over the past year, you can see it has not been a pretty ride for SDC, right? We've just been downtrending and moving down, and this is just a continuation of that pattern, right? So first of all, let's cover the earnings and just talk about what caused this stock to fall, right? Because there are a couple of reasons why. So the first reason is they did miss on earnings, right? They had a loss of 23 cents per share, and they were only estimated to lose 15 cents. So obviously, that's a decently sized loss, and this compares to an loss last year, the same quarter, of 11 cents. So it's worse than last year. It's worse than what people were expecting. It's more than double what they lost last year. So very bad for SDC. They also missed on revenues, right? They posted revenues of 137 million, and that missed their estimate by about 24%. So also doing bad on revenues. And then the article just kind of started bashing them and talked about how they've lost 56% of their share value since the beginning of the year. So not a positive article, but there's not much to be positive about regarding this earnings call for SDC stock. So, that's unfortunate, but this has also led to some downgrades for them. If you look, you can see that just today, Tuesday, November 9th, SmileDirectClub right here, SDC, was downgraded by Craig Hallam from a hold to a sell and an $8 price target to a $3 price target. Now, unfortunately, these kinds of institutions and analysts do have a lot of sway over the price of different stocks. You can often see stocks will move very violently right after an analyst changes their rating of a stock, and it can be good, it can be bad sometimes, though. You can see this time it was bad for the stock, right? Not great for them. The fact that they are sitting at 4 isn't the worst situation, though. The fact that they haven't started moving below 4, these aren't all-time lows for the stock necessarily, right? If you look at the past 2 years, you can see that we have made lower lows of $3.64. We haven't quite gotten there yet. Right now, we're just hovering above $4. Hopefully, we will maintain that as support. That's what a lot of people are hoping because people have been hoping for a short squeeze. Now, obviously, the potential for a short squeeze is much lower now that shorts are in the green by so much. And you can actually see the shorts. If you look at Ortex, you can see that there are quite a few shorts. About 36% of the free float is shorted. That equates to about 36 million shares being shorted. And the short change for today is not very much, right? People probably aren't going to be shorting all that much since we just dumped 22% on the day and we're near all-time lows. It might be a little bit difficult to get us to move too much lower. But you can see that short interest change is up by 0.53%. And we're actually being fairly heavily shorted in terms of the available short shares, right? 99% of the shares available to short have been shorted. Obviously, institutions do not like this company. You can see that over the past year, they have been dipping quite a bit. So institutions have been making a pretty penny on it. But that may change in the future, right? If we can get some momentum coming back. Obviously, this was a bad earnings call. It's not likely that we'll just form a perfect V and start moving up. In fact, it's very unlikely. Shorts are actually, at a point where they could start taking some profits because we have gotten very close to all-time lows. And shorts may want to start closing some of their positions, right? Because we've already been beaten down so much. And this stock in the past has been touted as being the son of all short squeezes. I will explain that. On my channel, I've often gotten comments, around this time period, the past couple of months. People have commented about SDC stock, and what they would say is that GME is the father of all short squeezes, AMC is the mother of all short squeezes, and SDC is the son of all short squeezes. So obviously this stock is very popular, at least among the bots, right? Obviously, a lot of those comments were bots, but it is very popular on Reddit, and you can see that right here. Even today, it's at the number 2 ranking spot on Reddit, right behind AMD, which actually just reached all-time highs today. So it's pretty impressive that they were able to be up this high, even above Tesla, when Tesla was tanking about 10% on the day. SDC still managed to reign supreme and be number 2 on the leaderboards, up 377% mention-wise. A lot of people are probably talking about the monumental losses they just accrued on SmileDirectClub. Now, does this stock have potential to start moving up? Sure it does. If you look at the past 2 years, like I said, we're near all-time lows. It stands to reason that we could bounce off of this level or at least stagnate there for a bit before starting to move up. At least that's what we did last time when we had a massive downturn. We hit $4, stayed there for a little bit, and then actually moved up, making highs of $16. So, eventually given enough time for us to consolidate, there could be some potential upside that we have here. Obviously, this stock is very heavily shorted. There's still a lot of shorts in it. There's the potential that in the future, if they decide to remain in this stock and don't end up closing their positions out around here, that maybe as things change for the company, maybe come next earnings call, they'll be doing a little bit better. And we could actually start to see a bit of a potential for a short squeeze. As of right now, it's extremely unlikely that we're going to get a short squeeze, because for shorts to actually be in any danger of losing money, this stock would have to rise not just 25% to $5, but much higher than that, right? We weren't experiencing a short squeeze when we were at $7.40. So we'd have to go all the way from 4 to 7, and that's quite a range. And then we'd have to go further than that, because when we were up there last time, we still didn't get the short squeeze. Shorts weren't feeling enough pain, and we're just going to have to move quite a bit, right? We're going to need a lot of buying pressure to actually build up to get this stock to have the potential for a short squeeze, unfortunately, right? And you can see maybe we'll be able to do it. We've always been doing fairly well on Reddit and Wall Street Bets. We've always tended to be near the top of the list here on apewisdom.io, tracking the top trending stocks on Reddit over the past 24 hours. We've always done very well. On StockTwits, it's not quite the same situation. We're not on the most active or even on the trending, right? People don't typically care about SDC stock on StockTwits, but on Reddit, it is a very popular stock. So if the Reddit community really gets together as they did with other stocks like AMC and GME, they could certainly raise the market cap on this one a bit. However, as of right now, it's looking a little bit unlikely that we will be rising. What I expect to see in terms of price is that we most likely, in my opinion, consolidate here for a bit. Maybe we dip below. Maybe we make all-time lows. Obviously, this is very bearish news, right? We got analyst price targets of $3 and sell ratings on it. It's very heavily shorted. Shorts would be more than happy to see this thing move down further. I know that's not what you guys want to hear, but that's just the situation that we're looking at. And I'm not saying it's impossible that we make a move to the upside. It's not impossible that we bounce off of this. Like I said, $4 is the all-time low, kind of, right? $3.64 technically, but $4 is really where we ended up finding support the last dip. And there's the potential for a bounce. Now, do I think it'll happen instantly? Probably not. But back then, when we were hitting lows of $4, we didn't have all the support on Reddit. So this stock does have a lot going for it, but also it's kind of a risky play right now, right? The fact that it is experiencing a lot of downwards momentum, that they had bad earnings, that they're worse than they were a year ago earnings-wise, and that they just got all these analyst downgrades, it's really not looking great for the future of SDC. However, if they can turn the company around by next earnings, maybe we could start to see some better action. But I certainly won't be buying SDC stock anytime soon. And that's just my opinion on the thing, right? This isn't financial advice. I'm not telling anyone to sell their stock. I'm not telling anyone to buy any stock. I'm just giving you guys my opinion. So take my advice with a grain of salt. It's not advice at all, actually. It's not financial advice. Just my opinion. I'm just telling you guys what I think. Don't listen to me. This is just my opinion on SDC. Anyways, guys, hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, feel free to give it a like and subscribe to the channel, because we do live streams every morning at 9. Feel free to join us for those. But other than that, guys, have a great day. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.